All right. So, this is the Nerdy Nonsense Podcast. We're just two nerdy friends that like to talk about stuff. And this is, I believe, episode 52.
Or episode 2, volume 2.
Yes.
Whatever you want to use.
Depending on how you look at it.
Yep.
So, last week, I think, was CinemaCon, and there were some other things that were kind of peppered in there as well. And then also, there was some crazy Disney news. So, I don't know. I mean, I can blow through what I've been doing this week. I started finishing the last 2 episodes of Owl House. I got through the second to last one. I didn't watch the newest one yet. I couldn't stand to. I can't. I don't want it to end. I love Owl House so much. It's such a great show. Yeah. But I did that. My brother got me addicted to this game called Moonlighter. I picked it up on the Switch for like $2 on sale. And in my free time, like at night when I'm just sitting in bed with nothing to do, instead of just browsing through TikToks or Instagram, I'm literally just playing that game. It's fun, not great, but it is a nice time waster. From what I've played and from what I've seen through other people playing Cult of the Lamb, it's like very, very similar gameplay, just not as fun. I think I probably am gonna pick up Cult of the Lamb probably this week.
Yeah, that's a good game.
It's been pretty fun. And then I think as far as like TV shows, we haven't really been watching too much just because like we haven't had a lot of free time to do anything. But what was it? The latest episode of Ghosts we watched. And I thought it was good, but not good. I thought it was just kind of meh. It was all right. We caught up on that in the episode that aired, I think. So we watched like the last 2 episodes back to back. The 80s girl, I don't like her. I think she's the worst character.
The 80s or the 60s?
80s. The girl that lives in the attic.
Oh, no. I know who you're talking to.
Yeah, I don't like her. She's the worst. The absolute worst. We started watching Sweet Tooth season 2. We only watched the first episode so far.
Oh yeah, I need to get on that.
I do not know what they're going to do with this season, but that guy that is basically Hitler, like Hitler Eggman, sucks. Like he's even worse than this season. I really hope that he gets killed at some point. He's the worst. I think that's pretty much it. I really haven't done a whole lot. I mean, I've been watching some anime on the side. I've been rewatching Mushishi. Just because it's like something that you can watch, kind of zone out on, and it's just a very relaxing kind of show to watch.
Yeah.
And what the heck was the other show? Oh, the new Gundam show, The Witch from Mercury. I started the first episode, and this show's bananas crazy, like in a good way. The animation's stellar. The fighting is amazing. I've heard that the story is the best by far since like Gundam Wing or 00, whichever one. So I'm excited to see where it goes. But that's pretty much what I've been up to.
Well, on my side of the stuff, let's see. I haven't also done much. What you call it? I've been playing more Horizon. I'm close to the finishing the main story, so I can finally jump into the Burning Shores. Let's see what else.
Speaking of Horizon Burning Shores,
yeah.
I don't know if you've kind of spoiled any of the stuff that they've added to it, but I heard that you can romance people now.
Oh, I see in spoiler. Yeah, about that. Especially, the usual people crying online.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested why they all of a sudden added it in the DLC but didn't put it in the main game.
Mm.
But I'm curious as to once you play through it, I'm curious as to hear what your opinion is.
Probably they're gonna spend on a third one since they announced it's gonna be a third one.
Oh,
Just
that's
this
right.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably they wanted to put it in there because from what I've been hearing on the reviews of this expansion is this one is very large, at least
I've
compared
heard
to
it like almost doubles the size of the map, right? Or
yeah.
something.
So it's like half of one game, I guess. Unlike the prior DLC, which was just a minor story and that's it. So maybe this is like Horizon 2.5, and then that's why they added in there, so they can add the story and then expand on it on the third one. And
Hmm.
again, to me, it makes sense based on what we know about some characters. So yeah, that's my opinion. Obviously, I haven't seen how it develops, but based on
Right.
what I know, what is the end goal? I guess yeah, it makes sense. Let's see. So I'm on that. Then not much TV wise since almost all of my shows are ending. So just watching the usual. One thing that I'm almost close to catching up on Barry. I'm finishing season. I'm midway to season 3 right now. Let's see what else. What was the other thing that I binged something over the weekend, this past weekend. I can't remember what it was. It was so quick. This show. Well, didn't binge. I started it. This show on Apple TV has Hilary Swank, and
Oh yeah, I've
is
heard about it. Did you like it?
yeah, I like it. It's very mystery.
Right.
Her husband goes missing pretty much, and then the whole story goes from there. She trying to figure out what the hell happened. And then the other show that I started as well, they showed the first 3 episodes. That's why I thought I binged it. But on HBO, Love and Death with Jesse Plemons and Elizabeth Olsen.
Yes.
And then I didn't realize that Hulu made a show about this same thing a couple 2 years ago or something.
I think it was right when COVID happened. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was hearing the names of the characters. I was like, wait, this sounds familiar. And
A
then
little bit of deja vu.
yeah, and then I went and looked it up. I was like, oh, no wonder I seen this already. Just happens it was on Hulu and with different actors. But we'll see how it goes. Um, and then what else? What was the other thing? Other than that, not much. I was gonna do a Star Wars Return of the Jedi on Friday, but there were so many things happening personally that I had to skip it. And thankfully, it wasn't only a 1 day only. Apparently, it's going up to Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
go.
heard they added a lot more dates in specific areas. So I'm trying to see if I can get tickets to see it this week.
Yeah, so the theater next to my job has it tomorrow, so I'll be going after work.
Nice.
So I'm gonna watch that and just holding up to finish Horizon so I can play Star Wars Jedi Survivor, which I think is good that I waited because apparently it's getting has some technical issues going all over the
I was
place.
just gonna say I don't know if you wanted to talk about that at all, but
I mean, I
it's
can
getting
jump.
really good reviews, but it's also getting negative reviews from a lot of people because it's like very buggy.
Yeah, technically wise, is very buggy. Apparently, it's a 60 gigabyte download on the PS5, and so people are like, "What the hell? This big ass download and nothing is working." Like
Right.
frames are dropping for some people, or is crashing in some places for other people. Same with the PC, and on PC, I think it's even worse than the PS5
Yeah,
console
the
people.
version that's on Steam and Origin specifically is having the most problems. Origin is like EA's download manager,
Oh,
basically,
okay. Yeah.
where you can buy specifically all the EA games. But Steam's also having some weird issues, like where it just glitches out or it just stops completely. I was watching someone play it on Friday night because I was like, ooh, someone on. It's really weird because TikTok is doing this whole thing where people are streaming on TikTok, like video game, as they play them, which is really weird. But I was watching someone play it on PC on Friday night, and uh, he was at like the second or third boss fight, and the boss was like locked, where he couldn't do damage to him, and I was like, oh god, that sounds awful.
Yeah,
But
and I saw EA sending a statement that they're gonna patch it as soon as possible.
right, at least their first initial statement was kind of dismissive, but the second one that they released, I think it was either yesterday or today, uh, claiming that they're going to work as hard as they can to fix the bugs, I think was a good way for them to save face. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm glad I didn't buy the game yet, but I definitely am going to wait and see when it like most of the issues are fixed.
Mm. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Not much since, like I said, most of my shows right now I'm ending. I just beginning a couple, but they're like one episode. Or in the case of Love and Dead, they decided to stream the the first three episodes together. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess we can jump into the news, even though technically we did it with Jedi Survivor. So, one thing that was announced this week prior to CinemaCon happen, which probably will be the bulk of this episode, is uh, Lionsgate. Lionsgate, right? Yeah, announced Godzilla X Kong. The new Empire is coming on March 15, 2024. Like I know they were filming a sequel, but I didn't expect it to be released this soon.
Yeah, I was very surprised when that came. Like when they first announced that they were going to be doing a sequel, I was like, oh well, all right. I didn't know that the first one did that well in theaters, but I
Oh
guess
yeah,
it
it
must
did.
have done good enough.
Oh yeah, the MonsterVerse has been doing great, and I'm happy that we're getting more.
Yeah, me too. I love Godzilla. Anything Godzilla, I'm in. Or
Yeah,
sans Matthew Broderick Godzilla, that doesn't exist.
I even haven't checked, but I know they were planning even to do an animated series based on this.
It was announced a while back. I don't remember what happened. I thought it was going to be on Netflix, but I think
Yeah,
it got
that's
canceled.
I don't know. That's why I said I haven't checked because I don't know whether it was
I haven't
canceled
heard
or
anything since they first announced it, so I'm
yeah,
assuming it's dead.
we'll see. But yeah, they show a teaser of a evil looking gorilla monkey. I don't know. Some people are saying that wasn't Kong; it was someone else. It looks like someone else, but it was like it looks like a monkey and it's mostly obscure. So I don't know what to tell you.
I think in the King Kong verse, because those movies kind of came out parallel to Godzilla years and years when my dad was a kid. There was there is the Nega Godzilla. I think there's like a Nega version of King Kong.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
remember what his name is off the top of my head though.
I think it's Mega Kong.
Yeah, so
It could be that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that.
Yeah, all the stuff that I've been hearing people saying that hopefully we get Space Godzilla in this, but
I just
we'll
love
see.
Mothra.
Again.
Yeah, Mothra again. I love.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I love Mothra or King Ghidorah. I really want King Ghidorah.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it will be Mecha King Ghidorah, since
Well, yeah.
Let's see. Just a couple more things before we jump into the, I guess, the beef part of the episode. And talking about beef, have you seen the show yet on Netflix?
Which one? The show
Beef.
Beef?
Beef. Yeah.
I haven't, but I keep hearing mixed things about it. Have you actually seen the whole thing?
Yeah, I saw the whole thing a couple of weeks ago. It was really good. It goes really dark. I mean, I like it. One of the things that came out this week is one of the co-stars or one of the side casts, David Cho, apparently he made some really horrible comments on a podcast a couple years ago, and that the video of that just came up on online, and people were like, "Holy shit, this show better get the guy out and all that stuff," and it got so crazy in the last for like 48 hours that Stephen Young and Ali Wong had to go and make comments about it. To the point
I
that
didn't know it was that. I heard like some rumors, but I didn't know it was that bad. Like they must have. I didn't see the clip, so I'm a little
uh,
blind here. But
basic,
that must have
basically,
been real bad.
basically, he was talking about raping someone.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not even
So
as a joke. That's not funny.
yeah, even as a joke, it's not funny. So yeah, and then I know. Well, this was going on. Ali Wong, I think, put her Twitter account in private, and people were like going crazy over this. And then uh, just 2 days after the news broke, Stephen Young and Ali Wong put a statement together that, but it was your basic statement that we don't condone what he said, but he said it a long time ago, and he's been working on getting better. Blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, if you guys do a second season, I don't know if he's hopefully he's done it there. I mean, at least to save face. Because the guy, I haven't seen the guy said anything at all.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't heard him actually respond to any of this, but everyone else seems to be like coming out of the woodworks about it.
Yeah.
I
So
I didn't know it was that bad. That's like, ugh.
oh yeah.
Makes me feel gross.
I know. Let's see. Moving away from that, HBO, and this is before CinemaCon. HBO announced that it was HBO. Who's doing this? Can't remember who said it, but Mortal Kombat 2 is beginning to filming in June. I forgot that that the movie got a sequel.
I didn't even. Yeah, I didn't know it got greenlit for a sequel. I
I
hope
know.
because I heard nothing but really bad things about it. Like it was bad. It's so bad it was good. Basically.
Yeah, I know it did numbers when it was released, and again, it was released during the pandemic, so obviously it didn't have any competition, and also it was released mostly on the streaming, so the numbers could be a little skew, if you will. I think it had a small theatrical release, but the bulk of it was
Yeah, I think
streaming.
the theatrical release was literally right before all the theaters shut down. Right
Yeah,
before or right after? I
after,
forget.
because I think that was the first movie that HBO was doing both theatrical and streaming at the same time.
Hmm.
So I guess it did numbers since people didn't have much to watch, enough to get a sequel. But I completely forgot that it got a sequel, and now they're starting filming it soon. So I wonder who's gonna show up in this, and if they're gonna keep the main character from the last one, since it was original character for the movie.
Yeah, it was almost like they went through the character builder route for the story.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not mad. I didn't watch the movie yet because a lot of my friends or a lot of my other people that I know that were really into the games said that
mm,
it wasn't good. But I'll have to watch it now.
yeah. Let's see the last two things before we jump into that big thing. This week was announced that Juno Temple is joining from Ted Lasso. I guess will be the thing that people are familiar with her currently. Has joined the cast of Men on 3 under an unknown role.
Interesting.
I don't know who she could be playing because I don't know who they could be adding to the third movie, other than Totsing, who was like hinted at it, but Totsing is the cop guy. So,
Right.
and they have, I mean, she could be another one of the million symbiotes in the comics, I guess. Malice or
Yeah, there's like any number of like when this was first announced, I was like, I don't know who the heck she's gonna end up playing, but I can see her doing really well in the role.
yeah,
So
Malice,
I'm kind of cautiously optimistic.
Agony, one of those.
Yeah, Agony was the one that I originally first thought, but I mean, it could literally go anyway, especially since like the last movie was kind of like off the rails.
Yeah, I wonder what they do with this one. But it's one of those movies that I enjoy for the campiness of
Yeah,
mainly Venom and Eddie's inter relationship than anything else.
that like inner monologue that they added in, I thought was so great, but also the weird. There's some weird things in those movies that I'm just not on board.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, that's okay. I'll watch them. Eddie. But yeah, and then something that I completely forgot that was announced a while ago, like around the time No Way Home came out or something like that. Disney just got the first batch of Spider-Man movies into Disney Plus. So they there was a deal between Sony and Disney again around the time No Way Home that Disney will be able to stream Spider-Man movies starting now, I guess. After the films do their usual what you call it, their usual streaming time in stars. I think is Sony's prefer.
It was HBO Max for a while, and then I think they switched it to Stars after the second Spider-Man.
Yeah, so Stars is getting the movies first, and then after it does his run or whatever they want to call it, it will go into Disney Plus. So at the moment, as of this week or last week, yeah, this week, we have the Raimi trilogy, and then the first Amazing Spider-Man, and then on May 12th we'll be getting Spider-Man: Homecoming and the first Venom. I've been trying to look
Interesting.
to see when we should be getting Amazing Spider-Man 2 and then the other uh Tom Holland movies or Venom 3. I mean Venom 2 or maybe even Morbius since technically it's part of the same universe. But I still haven't seen anything concrete about it.
It's weird that we're getting the Tom Holland movies before Amazing Spider-Man 2. But there might be some sort of other agreement that they have with
Agreement.
Stars.
Yeah. Because I
It'll
don't
be
know.
interesting to see.
In fact, let me see where is Spider-Man Amazing Spider-Man 2 showing right now. So according to these uh Amazon Prime with a Prime subscription, Stars has it, Hulu has it. Hmm. Oh, well, a premium subscription. So I guess if you have a Stars,
Right.
and the Amazon one also is a premium. So I guess if you have a Stars, link it to it. So yeah, it's on Stars. So Amazing Spider-Man 2 is on Stars. Let's see, Spider-Man Far From Home is on uh also Stars. And then let's do Venom 2. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. That one I don't see streaming anywhere. Oh no, wait. I Venom, Let There Be Carnage. There you go. That one is also in Stars. So I guess I just double checking Spider-Man No Way Home. No Way Home. I bet it's also in Stars. Yep. So I guess once the run on Stars ends, they will be put into Disney Plus.
Interesting.
When is that happening? I have no idea, but at
Yeah,
least
all those weird backroom deals very rarely ever get leaked out to us. So I have
yeah.
a feeling it's probably not going to be for another like 3 years.
But at least you can see now the Raimi trilogy and the first Amazing, and the first Andrew Garfield, and the first Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, and Venom,
Well,
which
excuse you. Technically, the first Spider-Man Tom Holland movie was Civil
Captain
War.
America Civil War, yeah. First sol Well, the first solo movie. There you go. So
I
now,
go bust your chops.
so now you can do your binge on Disney Plus and at least go as far as that when it comes to Spider-Man. And now we can jump into CinemaCon. So for those that don't know, CinemaCon is it's not a convention, it's more of a trade show kind of thing. It is a trade show. Mainly for movie studios and theaters. So you have your people from AMC, Regal, smaller theater franchises here and there.
It used to be like a trade show to show off like new projector technology and stuff like that for the theaters, and then it kind of
Mhm.
like weirdly evolved.
Yeah, it pretty much evolved into San Diego Comic Con Light, I guess, when it comes to announcing
Yeah.
announcing movies and stuff. I think the change happened around 2018 or something like that. Because I think that was the first time that I started hearing about CinemaCon since they were announcing big stuff.
I
And
believe sometime around 2018,
yeah,
2019, something like that.
so this is not really for the main public. You need to do in order to get there. You either need to be part of theater, whether it's the owners or maybe someone from they send a team or whatever it is, and then or media. I know people need to fill out forms and show that they are like press, and whether press is like you work for a magazine or a website, or you got your YouTube account, your YouTube or TikTok or
Yeah, there's a
whatever.
lot of weird vetting that goes into it.
Yeah, because I saw a couple online reviewers that I follow that they have for the most part right now YouTube channels rather than a link to websites or anything. They were saying how they didn't got tickets for this year, while they know some other people that are like maybe they have less numbers than them, or they're or TikTokers even got the press badges, so they have no idea how the betting goes, but yeah, it looks like it's
From
kind of
what
weird.
I've heard, unless you're like a really big publication like comicbooks.com, or what is it? Comic book,
Resources
yeah,
or
comicbookresources.com or some other
discussing discussing films on Twitter or
yeah,
Collider, that kind
like
of stuff.
Slash Film or something. Some of those bigger websites,
Yeah.
the way that they vet people for social media is like really really weird.
Hmm.
Because like this year specifically, there was someone that I follow that doesn't really do reviews for movies on YouTube, but somehow they got a press badge.
Huh.
So I
Yeah.
don't know exactly how, like, no one knows exactly how they pick and choose people. Supposedly, it's a lot of like insider whatever,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
had
kind of
to.
messed up.
Yeah, I had two people that I follow that actually have huge numbers and all that stuff saying that they didn't got it, and they were complaining about that because they knew other people with almost no qualifications or small numbers got the one. So yeah, but yeah, it is hosted on Las Vegas, so there's a lot of drinking, all the stuff going on. I think it's in the Caesar Palace, and they deck the whole hotel in like with posters, the upcoming movies and all the stuff.
They go
Uh,
all.
they go, yeah, all out. Normally it is the unlike your San Diego's or stuff like that. It's mostly Monday to Friday. With and then the companies usually the main film distributors like Disney, Sony, that kind of stuff have like 2 hour panels or stuff like that. Another thing that they do, and they started doing again around 2018 or so, is sometimes you will get screenings of upcoming movies. Some are really like big movies. For example, this year they had a Flash. Other times they're like smaller movies that maybe might be getting some buzz later. They show a horror movie, The Boogeyman, I think. Yeah, The Boogeyman, which I don't know nothing about it, but from what I've been reading is like uh they pretty much people in the industry expect that they might be doing numbers when it comes out. So they got a screening of that. I know they had a couple more screenings, and then usually they show stuff that only for the people in there. So many of the trailers that we're gonna mention, like only maybe one or two, were actually show online. Sometimes ahead of the panel, other times after the panel.
There were some big bombshells this year too, which is extremely strange that this of all places is where they decide that they want to like showcase it.
Yeah, they started doing some big stuff like Spider Verse was actually announced at CinemaCon, for example, the original one. So it has to be 2017. Well, anyways, so Sony was the first one to come out to play, and they pretty much talk about the stuff that they have for this year. No big announcements, or at least nothing new for 2024. They pretty much said that they are planning on releasing 23 films this year, but some of the stuff that they talk about, at least the biggest ones, was that they show a trailer for Craven the Hunter, just for the people in there. Based on the descriptions that I got, the Rhino is confirmed to be in this, and he's not actually, and he's not a Russian guy in a suit.
No. Like he's a legit.
He transforms into a legit Rhino Man. And apparently it's the first R-rated Sony film, and it goes really hard. Like the descriptions were like
his comics, like when Craven the Hunter first started getting his own comics, like they were pretty graphic.
Yeah,
so I'm very surprised and happy that they're kind of they're going the Venom route almost.
And well, the thing is, Venom is not even R-rated.
No. Isn't the next one supposedly going to be R-rated though?
People are hoping because of this. Because of this announcement, people are like, "Oh, perfect! So now you can do Venom R-rated as he should have been." But we'll see. They haven't give a concrete announcement. But yeah, like I said, it's gonna be the first R-rated Sony film, comic book Sony film in this Spider Verse or whatever they want to call it. But yeah, the descriptions were like Craven was using like animal traps on people, biting off noses and ears and that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Next, they show 14 minutes for Across the Spider Verse. Again, just to the people there. Based on the descriptions, was mainly Miles and Gwen talking about confirming that the film. No, they were talking about that the spider, this whole operation that 2099 is doing, is because they're trying to fix the multiverse, and they've been doing that for the last couple months. Then the director, they confirmed that the film is set a year and 4 months after Into the Spider Verse. And I guess based on the trailer and this new information that they're trying to fix the multiverse, I guess it's safe to assume now that the Into the Spider Verse, Across the Spider-Mans, and I forgot the name of the third one, some are also MCU movies in a way. Because they mentioned,
I've heard a lot of rumors that someone said in, I don't remember if it was this Into the Spider-Verse or one of the other ones, but someone said they swore they heard Tom Holland. So
yeah, there are rumors that one of the three, whether it's Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, or Andrew Garfield, might be showing up in this.
Right.
Whether it is,
I literally, especially considering some of the footage we've already seen that's leaked.
Yeah, 2099.
It's anybody's guess on what's going to happen.
Yeah, 2099 saying Doctor Strange has a little nerve from Earth 1999, which is the MCU.
Right.
Not A616 like they said in Multiverse of Madness. That's wrong.
They were
It's Earth 19999. I
Earth
think I did.
1999.
I think I did one more nine, but whatever. So yeah, there's a mention of that, making this movie canonical to the MCU in a way. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't much news about Sony. Not that I noted. They show also this romantic movie with fuck, what's the name of the girl from Euphoria? I forget her name.
Zendaya.
No, the other one, the blonde,
Oh,
the blonde.
I can never remember her name.
Yeah, and the main guy from Top Gun Maverick, they're gonna have a R-rated rom-com that is supposed to be set in Australia. They showed some footage from that as well.
Oh
But
my.
yeah, but other than that, that was the main stuff that I got from Sony. Obviously, people were expecting more news, especially with we have nothing for Madame Web, for example, and that one is
Yeah, I
supposed
was
to.
really expecting them to say something about Madam Web up till now, and they haven't said anything. So
Yeah, so and then some other people were expecting some announcements about Spider-Man 4, whether it's a Tom Holland version or a Tobey Maguire or Amazing Spider-Man 3, but nothing of that happened. So then the following way day was WB or WB slash Discovery or whatever
Warner
stupid
Discovery or whatever the heck stupid name they
whatever
come up with now.
whatever stupid name they're doing, since that's all they know to do, especially with HBO Max now becoming Mats, which is a stupid name, by the way. But whatever. It was their time. They turn. They show a teaser reel for the 100th anniversary of WB, as well as showing some stuff footage from movies coming up soon. Amongst that, people spotted Beetlejuice too, so it's actually happening.
Well, yes.
It hasn't been confirmed or announced yet, but
Apparently, some actors have kind of leaked some stuff, but it was deleted shortly after.
mm,
So Allison and I are very. This was the biggest confirmation we got so far.
yeah, this is the biggest one. But
The
yeah,
other thing that was interesting though was the Flash trailer apparently that they showed. I don't know if you got to see that yet.
oh yeah, yeah. So they showed the trailer from the Flash, the newest trailer, which it was shown to everyone else as well because it was released online at the same
Right.
time. Uh, they had a screening of the Flash that day. In fact, later that day, or
Oh, they
it was,
did.
they did. Yeah, they showed the Flash. In fact, they had so much confidence on that film that the embargo went out after the film was screened at CinemaCon. The review embargo. So they said that the film was still not complete. So apparently they didn't show any credit scenes, and then some of the effects. I'm gonna assume very minor effects wasn't done yet. But for the most part, people I seen positive reviews about it. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, they sh-
I've heard a lot of really good reactions from people who got the chance to see it.
mhm.
So I'm still not happy about it, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, I got a list, so I will see it anyways. So when it comes out, but yeah, it's I wasn't expecting it to get some dark rave reviews,
I
especially with
wasn't either. I was expecting a lot of people to kind of can it because it's
especially
been in
yeah
development hell for what the last 4 or 5 years.
yeah especially with the whole shit show behind DC and Ezra Miller
Right.
and how Shazam and Black Adam ended up. So, but
Shazam
apparently,
specifically being like critically panned.
Oh
made
yeah.
me really worried about this movie in particular. But apparently, it's everything we hoped for. So I have high hopes, but I'm not setting them too high.
Yeah. And then the trailer came out, and obviously they had Michael Keaton say, "Let's get let's get nuts. Do you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." But yeah, I mean, still looks good. Like I said, I'm gonna watch it anyways because I have a list. So, and we'll see how things go. Let's see. Then they show a trailer for Wonka, but it was only for the people in there. And it was announced that Hugh Grant of all people is playing an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. And apparently they announced that this is a prequel to the Gene Wilder
Yeah, I
Wonka
was
movie, which is
so
blew my
confused.
mind. Like I don't know how that's gonna work, but
Yeah,
supposedly Timothy Chalamet is like on point, so I'm holding out some expectations.
yeah. Based on what they were talking, I was like, it's gonna be interesting to see a tiny Hugh Grant. I'm gonna assume all Oompa Loompas are gonna be Hugh Grant to begin
Oh
with.
God, I hope they don't do that again. Please don't. Please don't do that again.
It's gonna be an army of Hugh Grants, Oompa Loompa Hugh Grants.
Oh no. We already
Uh,
did that with the last Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, and it was terrifying.
yeah. Let me see. Did they have anything else? Oh, they show something for Aquaman as well. Nothing big to be honest from what I saw. They have a presentation from Barbie, and Ryan Gosling was just killing it with the with the pink jacket and the t-shirt saying something about Ken.
Yeah, like he was apparently so funny on stage.
I'm Kenning or something like that, and
Yeah, something like that.
and then they opened the Barbie section with a group of people in pink suits, and that's how people should dress if they're gonna do a double feature with Oppenheimer. Which also during that week got a rumor that he was moving, but it didn't move in the end. It was a false rumor. But
Yeah,
I was like,
a lot of people were saying it was
whoa,
going to move too. I forget what other movie was coming out, but I was like, I don't know about that. I'm
yeah,
still excited. Like I did everything they keep releasing for the Barbie movie. Originally, I was super skeptical, but it looks like it's going to be balls to the wall fun. Like I don't think there's going to be like a story to it. I think it's just going to be a fun, stupid movie that you can sit back and just enjoy. I could be wrong. I don't know, but that's just the vibe I get. I don't remember who was after that. Um, that presented. Um, oh, the other thing we forgot about with Sony was the Bad Boys. Bad Boys 4 apparently got announced or teased with Will Smith and um, Martin Lawrence coming back. That was wild. Did you get disconnected?
Yeah, sorry. Because I was talking, I was like, I don't think you're hearing me.
No, I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry. But I think the last thing we were talking about was the Barbie movie, and everything
Yeah,
they keep releasing, hits almost perfectly. So I'm excited.
yeah. Also, for you were saying about Bad Boys 4, we knew about that one. In fact, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence came up from the Sony. Was the Sony or the WB? No, it's Sony. Yeah, presentation. They open it. Was it Sony? Wait,
Sony. I think it said it was Sony.
let me just double check. But they sent a video and they're like filming already. They're like in the 4 week, I guess, filming.
Yeah, it was apparently the introduction to Sony with Real D was Martin Lawrence and Will Smith exiting a Porsche. And then
Yeah.
they both were like, we're on set.
Yeah.
I had not heard about them doing a sequel to the third one because the third one was bad.
This was announced a while
I was
ago.
kind of excited.
Oh no, this was announced a while ago.
I had no idea. I was pleasantly surprised. So
So let's see. After Barbie, they got Oprah come out and talk about the color purple. She's making a new version of it. I believe they show like a 10-minute
a teaser.
teaser. Yeah. Let's see.
She was in the original one from like the 70s or the 80s, right?
Was her? No, it was Whoopi Goldberg. I remember she was in there.
Yes.
Let's see. WB talk a little bit about Creed 3, but nobody has said anything about Jonathan Majors, who is still in trouble. Even more stuff came out this week about him, but yeah.
Oh wait, I just looked it up. The original Color Purple had Oprah Winfrey and Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, okay. So never mind
I
then.
had no idea they were both in the movie. It's been so long since I've seen it.
I remember Whoopi Goldberg. I didn't remember Oprah was in that. I thought this new version was like Oprah wanted to be in there, but I guess I was wrong.
I think she produced the original one too.
So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
So yeah, WB also they showed the Meg 2, the trench, because the Meg 1 wasn't enough. Now we're having more Megs, and they're not just eating people. Apparently, the footage that they show, one of the Megs is eating a T-Rex.
Yeah, none of this movie makes any sense to me, so I have no idea what's happening anymore. I'm here for it. Don't get me wrong, but like you know what? Give me something that I can just eat popcorn to.
I just want to see Jason Statham roundhouse kick a Meg that is eating a T-Rex. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's all.
Fast X isn't going into the past, so I need someone to raise a dinosaur or something. Let's see. Oh yeah, they show footage for the Nun 2. I'm not into the Conjuring universe movies, but good for them.
I watched some of the first Nun with Allison, and not my thing.
And then they announced
it was very boring.
Yeah, and also they announced the Black Door, which is also part of the same universe. And they show a trailer which has been released to the public as well. And let's see, I believe that's it for WB.
We did miss something else for Sony though.
What else?
Gran Turismo.
Oh yeah, they show a trailer for Gran
Turismo, and we now know that Orlando Bloom and David Harbour in it because they came out to announce it.
Yeah. I knew.
It looks okay. I don't have high expectations for it, but it looks like it could be fun.
And apparently, the plot is like they're stepping out of the video game into the real world or something like that. I read something like that.
That's the vibe I got. Like that's kind of like what I was understanding. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I understood. Someone else. Of course, they haven't released the trailer to the public, so that's the information that I saw. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I saw David Harbour and Orlando Bloom come out on stage to announce the trailer, and then that's when it cut out, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's see. The next one in line was Disney. Let's see. They announced and then showed the trailer for Wish. In fact, they released the trailer to everyone else the following day. Uh, I like the trailer. In fact, I like the animation. It has some painterly effects in it. Look on to it, even though it's still keeping the usual 3D.
I'm
What
I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Disney?
more excited about this movie than I am about Elemental.
Yeah, same.
Like just the sheer uniqueness in this movie seems like it's leaps and bounds above what Pixar's doing right now, and that makes me kind of sad. But at the same time, you know what? If Disney's gonna do it, they're gonna do it.
Yeah. Also, they show an entire musical piece for this movie. CinemaCon only for the people in there, and they confirmed that Chris Pine is voicing King Magnifico.
Interesting.
I'm gonna read it like that, so because apparently it's a pseudo European Spanish kingdom or something like that. So
Interesting.
let's see. Then they show the entire damn it, what's the name of the song? Poor Unfortunate Souls from The Little
Yes.
Mermaid. They show
And
them.
what's her name came out on stage.
Oh yeah, Melissa McCartney.
Yep.
They show the entire sequence to the people at CinemaCon, not us.
I will say I was pleasantly surprised with Melissa McCarthy's singing voice in this like teaser or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could all be auto-tune. I don't know, but
Oh yeah, and they
I
release a
thought
new
it was better than The Rock in Moana.
yeah, and they release a new teaser that had part of that song in there, so you can hear her singing.
Right.
And I'm still traumatized by real life Flounder
Oh my god.
because they released
See,
Cara-
me and
character.
Allison had an argument about this because Flounder looks terrifying.
They
But
released
also, Sebastian, I didn't know Sebastian was a crab. I thought he was a lobster the whole time.
oh yeah, no, he's a crab.
In the original, he looks like a lobster.
No, he
Apparently,
looks
that was just a style choice that they chose when they
no,
made the original Little Mermaid.
he
He
looks
was
like
a crab, and they call him a crab in the movie, and I completely forgot.
he looks like a crab to me.
He looks like a lobster. Like, the way his pincers look and just how long he is, he just always looked like a lobster to me.
To me, he always look like a crab. But yeah,
him and Flounder terrified the crap out of me.
they released also alongside the teaser that was also promoting the preview tickets, like pre-ticketing, purchasing, whatever you call
Oh
it.
yeah.
They released also character posters, and Flounder is a fish. Sebastian, at least they went for a crowd that has some like animation to it. Look, just like Timon in The Lion King is the only character from that movie that actually emotes because the animal that they chose actually emotes, but everyone else is just like an animal.
Just
So
like how small they made Sebastian's mouth in this. Not Sebastian, Flounder. And then like his eyes being so weird.
It's a fish.
I get that it's supposed to be realistic, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. Then they show a trailer which was released to everyone for Next Goal Wins. This is the next Taika Waititi movie via Search.
The day after this was announced at CinemaCon, they released the same trailer on TikTok and a bunch of other places. I'm so excited for this movie. Give me more Michael Fassbender, God damn it.
Yeah, this is a Searchlight or 20th Century Fox, one of the two. But this
Searchlight.
Yeah, they're owned by Disney, anyways. But yeah, this is the next Taika film. It's based on sort of life story, real life story of it's a English soccer, or as I call it, football trainer sent to New Zealand to train Samoa to train the national team so they can go into the 2016 World Cup. One of those around that time.
Yeah, something like that. I don't really care about like the how accurate it is. It just looks like such a fun movie.
And
Michael
yes,
Fassbender looks amazing in this, and Taika Waititi's apparently playing a priest. Like,
yeah,
I'm so
you can see him in in one of the trailers because they released the regular trailer and then there are like teasers online for this movie, and Taika is in one of those, like talking to you at the beginning of the trailer in his character. So yeah, it's
I'm
gonna be
so down for this. It looks like a lot of fun.
yeah. And then let's see, they announced and showed the trailer for the A Haunting in Venice. This is the third film in the series of Kenneth Branagh, Detective Poirot. This is Agatha Christie, right? Based on Agatha Christie books, novels,
Yeah,
stories, whatever.
I was very surprised that they went along and made a third one because the second one didn't do so well, and the first one didn't do well at all.
Oh yeah, the second one was plagued by not only COVID time, but also what's the name of this guy? Army Hammer controversy going on.
Yep.
So since he was one of the leads, so yeah, but yeah, this one they're going in a crazy way because it's pretty much like a horror kind of thing. Who
I
has
think
that?
the original book is written more like from a horror perspective. Also, I can't
Mm,
remember. It's been so long since I've picked them up, but I'm excited. Any more Agatha Christie's a good thing.
yeah, I don't mind having my detectives with a weird accent and
And a big mustache.
yeah, and a star-studded cast because they have like another star-studded cast. Michelle Yeoh is in this, so
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good. I loved the first two movies. I'll be honest.
oh yeah,
So
that's
I'm
fun.
excited.
Let's see, and other than that, they show a little. Like I said, they had a screening for Boogeyman, which is 20th Century Fox, I believe. Uh, film. That one I think is based on a Stephen King book. Let me just double check. Pa 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 pa. Or did I mistaken it? That's because I think I saw Stephen King raving about it online. Let's see. The Boogeyman. Oh, okay. It's a short story based on. Oh, yeah, it is by Stephen King. Never mind. So it is a short story from Stephen King made into a movie. But yeah,
I'm not super into this. I don't really like horror movies.
I don't do horror movies either. So, but yeah,
Supposedly this was more of a thriller, but even still, it's not not my cup of tea.
yeah, based on the reviews, people like it. So, Marvel didn't show much. Like they just showed the same trailer for the Marvels. So, same thing. They didn't talk about nothing beyond this year, to be honest. Let's see. James Gunn show a clip for Guardians Volume 3, but nothing like nothing crazy, especially since the film is coming on this week, this upcoming week. Let's see what else. They show a teaser for the Haunted Mansion only to the people there. Uh, Based on the descriptions, it was focusing mainly on the elongated room. I guess that's the name, right?
I think so. I always get the name mixed up.
Yeah, but it had that need to be on the grip. And then they showed 20 minutes of
Oh, the stretching room. The stretching room.
the stretching room. There you go.
Yeah.
And then they showed 20 minutes of 3D footage. And in fact, they gave 3D glasses to the people for Elemental. And based on the descriptions for the footage, they're saying that it was really good. The animation is good. That's one thing that that people were complimenting, that the whole animation with fire, water, and other stuff. So I think if anything, that film is gonna take advantage of that and show what Pixar can do with those effects, but I don't know about the story. And then they show a chase scene for Indiana Jones and the Dial Destiny. And based on interviews, Harrison Ford for sure said that he is done playing Indiana Jones after this film.
I think he had kind of semi alluded to it at Lucas or Star Wars Celebration 2, but
Yeah,
I'm glad that he finally announced it.
yeah, he was confirming it. The next group that came was Universal. Let me see. The first stuff that dropped for everyone, the first trailer was Transformers Rise of the Beasts. They show a second trailer that was released for everyone. It looks. I'm shocked that they announced on the trailer that Unicron is the big god. I was like, what?
Yeah, because I think this is the first time we've heard about the big bad that's going to be in the movie, and when
Yeah,
they said Unicron, I was like, what? I
Like
didn't think that was going to ever happen in the movies.
Yeah, we knew Scourge and others, like Decepticons, or I think there's some other faction. I'm not that into Transformers, so I'm like kind of iffy on my knowledge. But there's supposed to be another faction, but they're not like they were announced as a big bad, and they announced, oh yeah, Unicron is the big bad in this film, and apparently later in the week, the producers for the film and Hasbro came out and said, oh yeah, no, this is gonna be the first on a trilogy. Unicron is not going anywhere. So I'm like, oh shit.
I kind of had a feeling that with the reboot that they did with Bumblebee into this film, that they were going to try and reboot for a new trilogy series. And I'm glad that
Yeah,
they finally, because Bumblebee was amazing.
especially
And
since
this was awesome too.
especially since in the last night they made the bullshit reveal that Unicron was Earth or inside the Earth or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to save face now because they released too much information.
But well, that was the last movies, the Babe movies. But for this one, they show you can see Unicron in the freaking teaser, and it looks like freaking Unicron from the Transformers movies.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. I'm so in like I've been joking online that I'm contractually obligated to see this movie since it looks like the second and the third arc are set in Peru, and I know they went to Peru to film stuff. So yeah.
It looks like it's so much fun. Like the original Transformers Beast Wars TV show. If you ever watched it as a kid,
Oh yeah,
you
I see.
probably did.
Yeah, I
But
did.
like I'm excited.
Yeah, I did. Excited for that. And yeah, the director also came out and said that they prefer to go in and shoot on location. So I'm glad about that because, like I said, I know for a fact that they went to Peru, to different cities in Peru, and shot this movie. So yeah. Let's see. Then they continue talking about the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movies, which already reached like $1 billion.
It is the highest grossing video game movie of all time, right?
Yeah, so for sure we're getting sequels.
Oh,
It's making Mario dollars. No, Marillion dollars.
yeah.
Stupid as joke. But yeah, next Kung Fu Panda 4 was well, I think it was announced already, but Jack Black came out and talked about the plot, which we didn't know. They didn't have anything to show yet because it's still in pre-production, but pretty much the plot is Poe's looking for a replacement to be the Dragon Warrior, and there's this Fox character that is like a thief because Foxes whatever. He's gonna be his apprentice, his chosen one or whatever, and they're gonna face this new enemy that apparently can summon the prior enemies from the other movies. So that's gonna be interesting.
Weird.
Yeah. Let's see. They talk about Oppenheimer. Uh, just pretty much saying the same thing that Christopher Nolan has been saying, that these movies should be seen on theaters. But again, this is CinemaCon. Obviously, they're going to pander to these people. I mean, in fact, Sabla over Warner Brothers during the presentation were like, pretty much went fuck streaming, yahi theaters, woohoo theaters. So apparently they're gonna stop as well with the day-to-day streaming, which they haven't done. They haven't done in a while, but pretty much bury it. So yeah. Let's see. They were talking about Cocaine Bear as well, making good money. Let's see. They show a season reel of stuff. Also said that they're gonna show. They're gonna try to release 20 something movies this year. They show a trailer for Migration, the next Illumination film.
Which, if you saw Super Mario Brothers in
Yeah,
theaters, you saw that before that.
Yeah, there's a clip on that, but this one was a whole new trailer.
I'm still skeptical about this being a whole movie. I mean, it could be fun, but
yeah,
it's almost like Over the Garden.
The people that I was following were also apprehending about it, but they say some of the humor was good, as well as some of the animation. So we'll see if Illumination hits another good thing with like they done with Minions and Despicable Me.
Yeah, we'll see. It just keeps reminding me of that stupid movie with Ashton Kutcher and Chris Rock, where Chris Rock's a bear and Ashton Kutcher's the deer.
Oh yeah. Open season. Yeah,
so,
that was fun.
We'll see.
Will Ferrell came out and talked about Straight, which is their live action talking comedy. Which, to be honest, I'm gonna watch it. It looked funny. The trailer that they've been showing in the last couple weeks or something, a couple months. I don't know if you're familiar with the film.
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I saw Will Ferrell talking about it. It looks like it could be an interesting film.
Yeah, and yeah, he was making a bet with the dog during the show because he came out to the presentation with the dog that he's playing. Right. Let's see what else. They show a clip from that only for the people there. They announced the next Exorcist film. In fact, it's the sequel for the first Exorcist. Exorcist the Believer. Again, not my thing. So
does this one also have what's his name fighting around the world? Russell Crowe.
Yeah. No. This is another one. Russell Crowe is in a movie. Yes, that he's a priest doing exorcism, but it's not this one. In fact, the movie just came out already. It's in theaters.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was going to be in this also, because I think that was also supposed to be a prequel, wasn't it?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. But yeah, they showed that one, and then I think I read somewhere that they said there's going to be a trilogy of movies as well based on this. So, then Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick came out to talk about Trolls 3, pretty much. They show some
Trolls 3, the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, they showed a teaser there that, and yeah, they were talking about how Justin Timberlake character is his family is coming out and they're like a boy band and all that stuff. So that's gonna be part of the jokes, and they confirmed that their characters are a couple. I guess the whole relationship was teasing for the last 2 movies. Let's see. Jack Black. Oh yeah, Jack Black, when he came up for Kung Fu Panda 4, he made a joke saying that his films have made more than $48 quadrillion. Yeah, dang. Let's see. And then we got Fast ads. So Jordana Brewster, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese, and Sung Kwang came out first. They were talking about the history of the movies. Tyrese even made a joke about The Rock, and I was like, "Oh shit!" But yeah, they were talking about the films, Paul Walker, and all the stuff, and then the big man came out, Vin Diesel, and then he was talking about Fast X, uh, somehow saying that is the longest franchise with the same characters or something like that, and people online were like, What is he talking about? There are more films that have same characters for even longer, but whatever."
Yeah.
The man is all ego, but yes, he was talking about the film, and apparently teased that probably the next one is gonna be just called Fast X Part Two or something like that. The way that he was talking, but
It'll
and
be interesting. I haven't seen the last 3 or 4 of the films, so
I've seen all the films so far, but yeah, they're become more and more ridiculous as they go. And of course, they show us a clip of the one of the stunts of the film with Dom beating gravity and driving a car on the side of the Hoover Dam, because of course he's gonna do that. And then the last thing that apparently is big online, at least for this Broadway people, they show us scenes for Wicked Part One.
which I didn't know until recently was going to be apparently a movie, either
Oh yeah,
trilogy or duology or something. So
but it's 2 parts. Yeah, they're gonna make the whole play in 2 parts.
hmm.
So that was Universal. Then we had Paramount. Let me just confirm Paramount.
there were a few really big announcements.
Yeah, Paramount and Lionsgate closed the whole show, but they didn't have much to show. Let's see. Paramount started with Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One. They showed some clips about it, only for the people there. Once again, Tom Cruise doing crazy stuff. Nothing new about that. Also, they revealed that the movie now will be released on July 12th instead of July 14th, 2 days. In fact, they showed 20-minute clip for the film. Let's see. Martin Scorsese came out and show talking about Killers of the Moon, his next film with Leo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro, which is apparently based on serial murders happening in Oklahoma. They show a trailer over there as well, only for them.
This gave me what the hell was that? The Zodiac Killer vibes almost.
Oh, yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's probably it's gonna be another banger since Scorsese and all that stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
and Jesse Plemons is in this, so
I was gonna say it has an all-star cast on top of a great director, so
yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, me too. Then they announced Transformers One, the first animated Transformers movie. Uh, so based on what I know, Universal has the rights for the live action movies, and Paramount has the rights for the animated, since Hasbro owns that, and Hasbro is part of Paramount. So I was confused initially. I was like, wait, didn't Universal announce the animated film? But then I'm like, oh no, Paramount
Yeah,
has. Yeah.
Nickelodeon and Paramount have the exclusive rights for the animated TV shows and the movies. So
Yeah. So
I'm extremely excited for this because we
yeah,
haven't gotten. When was the last time we got an animated Transformers movie? It's been like 20 years.
the 86 40 years. The 86
Jesus.
no wait, can be 86 40 years, because I was born in 86 and I'm not 40 yet. 37 years.
Yeah.
36, 37, depending when the release date was. But yeah, they announced the Transformers One. We knew we are gonna get a Transformers animated movie, but we didn't know the name or anything about it until now. Chris Hemsworth is gonna be voicing a young Optimus Prime. Brian Tyree Henry is Megatron. Scarlett Johansson is Alita. they have a strong cast in this.
I'm a little cautious about the voice actors they chose because they're going with people who are actual actors. But you hold out hope that it could still be good.
Oh
The
yeah,
animation that they, or at least the animation style that they teased, looked phenomenal. So
yeah. So, but yeah, based on what I read, is looks to be like VG1 in the sense of animation or the designs. So it will be cool. But yeah, they announced it's going to be released on July 19th, 2024, and is directed by the guy that did Toy Story 4. And like I said, it's a prequel film to the quote unquote G1 series. So it has younger versions of Optimus Prime and Megatron. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Uh, then they announced that Rihanna, is Rihanna? No, Rihanna, right? That's how you
Rihanna.
pronounce it? Rihanna. Is gonna be starring in the new Smurfs movies, and she's gonna be voicing a Smurfette. Also, she's gonna be writing and performing songs for this film.
Which I thought originally she was just going to be doing the songs for it, but the fact that she's also voicing Smurfette threw me off a little bit. But it could be really good. I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know if her voicing abilities on film. I mean, that you can sing doesn't mean that you can, but we'll see. I
Yeah,
mean, some of
exactly.
the people you didn't expect to do good and they did great, so who knows? But yeah, the film is supposed to be released on February 14th, 2025. Let's see. Ba, 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 ba. They show some clips about for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, which we seen a trailer already, and I'm excited about this movie.
I am
They
all about this movie. The animation looks bomb. The voice cast is stacked.
and apparently they went hard on presenting this because they had Seth Rogen, no, one of the guys from Paramount coming out of the quote unquote sewer
With a pizza in his hand.
with a pizza in his hand and people dancing with they had the color coded ribbons mask and all the stuff. But yeah, they went hard on it, and even Seth Rogen make a joke about the guy coming out of the sewer. But yeah, the clip pretty much shows the turtles talking to April. They also have introductions for Mondo Gecko and uh, Rocksteady and Bebop in this. So yeah, I can't wait for that movie. That I love the animation that they're using, like the same to Puss and Boots.
Yes. Well, kind of, sort of, because it looks like more stylized than that.
Yeah, a
But
little bit more, but you know the style that Into the Spider Verse kind of animation.
right.
Then another thing that they show only for the people, but then a picture leak in the last 2 days or something for Avatar: The Last Airbender animated film. They still haven't give a title, but it shows the Aang and the main group all as adults. They
Supposedly, this film is going to take place between Avatar: The Last Airbender and
Legend of
the
Korra.
other series. Yeah, the Legend of
Yeah,
Korra.
yeah,
So
because yeah, the picture that they show, they're all adults. Like I want to
I'm
say,
all in on this, and apparently, a lot of the original voice cast is coming back.
oh yeah, they're
Uh,
coming back.
so
Yeah, and they confirmed this is coming October 10th, 2025.
we need more Avatar, man.
Oh
Not
yeah,
not
they're
James
do-
Cameron Avatar. We need
they're
more Avatar.
they're doing this film, and I think they're producing something else with Avatar Kiyoshi. Is it a
Yes.
show or a film as well? I can't remember for that one as
Yeah,
well.
I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm
But
hoping it's going to be a TV show, but it could be a movie also.
yeah, from what I remember, Avatar Studios they're working on multiple projects based in the Avatar universe. I think even another one is supposed to be the Avatar After Korra or something.
Yeah, I think so. And then they're also doing the live action on it on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Supposedly.
they're working on that one. Yeah. They announced Paramount also announced a new SpongeBob movie. Search for Scorpions, and
I
a Paw Patrol movie. Since I know you're a big fan of the Paw Patrol.
never seen an episode of Paw Patrol, but SpongeBob makes me kind of sad because the guy David Hillenbrand, the guy that created the show, since he passed away,
He passed away, right? Yeah.
like really milking it.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what they do. And the funny thing from the Paw Patrol announcement is that Chris Rock is gonna make a cameo in this. They show a trailer only for the people there, and they said, "Oh, Chris Rock is in this." I'm like, okay, is he playing like a dog or actually himself in animated form?
It's not clear. Supposedly, he could be like just a passerby or something. So
Because if it's the last one, that will be extremely weird to the demographic for the film. But I guess this is a joke for the parents. I guess I don't know. Let's see. They show a trailer again only for them, for the CinemaCon people, for the Bob Marley film. This is produced by his son, Siggy Marley. Who's playing Bob? Oh, the guy from Bridgerton, I think, is playing Bob Marley in this.
I think so. I'm a little bit sad that they chose not to go in the direction of using one of his kids, like Damian Marley or someone else. But
I mean, one of his kids is involved in the producing, so I guess they were like, no, we're not actors. Maybe, I don't know.
I still hold hope that this could be really good.
Yeah. And then they end up with John Krasinski coming out and announcing two projects, or talking about one project and announcing a new one. The first one that the one that he talked about that we knew was The Quiet Place at Day One, which is pretty much a prequel for uh, the the first day that the invention happened. It's set in New York and it stars Lupita Nyong'o, Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, Digimon Hansu, and Dennis O'Hare. They show a trailer footage for that and pretty much confirming that it's in New York and seeing the aliens attacking on chaos.
Is
All that
this the
stuff.
one that's called If?
No, this is a quiet place.
Oh, what he did something else I heard that was called If.
Yeah. So this is the first thing that he talked about, and then he announced If. This is this is a new movie that he's working on. Apparently, it's an animated film. Yeah, it is an animated film about a young girl who can see people's imaginary friends who have been abandoned. And Ryan Reynolds is in this. He's also involved in the voice cast. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Steve Carell's in this. Matt Damon, Jon Stewart, Emily Blunt, Maya Rudolph, Sam Rockwell, Aquafina, Christopher Meloni. So Vince Vaughn is in this. So
yeah, it's when he announced this animated thing. I forgot what the name was, but when I first watched it, but just hearing you talk about it, If makes more sense for it. My mind was blown. I was like, is he going to be the next Pixar? Because this seems like something Pixar would have made a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was really the star. The voice acting that he has on this is insane.
It's stacked, but also just like hearing about the premise of the movie itself is just like such a wild. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, and then the last one to come out was Lionsgate, which joke that their stuff were gonna be short. So, but apparently they had a screening for a film called Joyride, which is from Southwest by Southwest. Yeah, it's a film from there. So they screened that. Other than that, they talk about they showed the trailer for the Hunger Games prequel, The Ballad of Birds and Snakes. I think that's the complete title, which was released also to the public. I don't have any connection to the Hunger Games films. I think I saw the first two and I dropped after that. So
I didn't even finish the second one. I saw the first film completely through. I saw half of the second one. I was like, I'm done. These suck.
yeah, it's not for me. So hey, let's see. Pa, 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 pa. They already talk about Ballerina and, Borderlands, which is two of the big films that they don't have a release date for. And I know Borderlands they been filming on that for a while.
It's been since before COVID. I think since at least as far as I remember, 2019.
Yeah, based on descriptions, they only show 5 seconds of that at CinemaCon. So yeah, and then for Ballerina, they announced that production just ended. So they
Ballerina is the one that's in the John Wick universe, right?
yes. They in fact talked about that finished production, and they're working really hard on have this film released as soon as possible. Since John Wick is doing big numbers, is I think it was announced that is the best selling or the one the most tickets sold for the John Wick franchise
Yes.
or chapter 4. So and yeah,
I think their original thought process was to release this after the Continental airs,
yes.
but I think they're trying to get this out right around the same time as the Continental. And I don't remember, when does that come out? TV. Oh, so it's coming out this September. So they're probably trying to get it still probably around the same time, but not 100% sure. Either way, I'm excited for the Ballerina. It sounds like it's gonna be super from a like the John Wick, like having another perspective from the John Wick universe, basically. Um, there was something else I think that I completely forgot about that was announced at the Sony. Not to go back again, but that what the heck was it? There was a the movie based on the GameStop stock called Dumb Money that came out. I'm super excited about that, especially considering that it has Paul Dano and what the heck's his name? Who else is in?
Oh yeah, the money.
Yeah, Dumb Money.
Oh yeah. Who's starring in that?
It's Paul Dano and I think Seth Rogen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is based on the GameStop crash. No.
The To the Moon meme. I don't know if you were on Reddit at the time, but like it was a big thing on Wall Street Bets for a while.
Paul Dano
just buy GameStop stock.
Yeah, Paul Dano is playing the YouTuber that released this information to the public and created the whole.
I forget his last name, but
yeah,
I think that this could be hysterically great, especially since they're memeing on a meme in the movie. It sounds like so. And Paul Dano, give me more Paul Dano. I love him.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. He had a great year.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I was talking. Has some connection issues, but yeah. So in the John Wick side of stuff, yeah, I think they wanna like make everything come out sooner, especially since they announced a couple of weeks ago something that they also making an anime based on the John Wick franchise. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the next thing that Lionsgate teased was Saw X, which another film part of the Saw franchise. Uh,
I still thought that we were done with Saw, but I guess we want to keep going with it. I don't
yeah.
understand.
Let's see what else. And I think that's it. I don't see anything more about Lionsgate. Yeah, the Hunger Games. Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, just trying to see. Yep, that's pretty much it. So that was kind of CinemaCon in a nutshell. Like I said, sometimes they announce big stuff. Some other years, like this one, they didn't announce that many stuff, or they show stuff only to the people there. And obviously, we need to wait a while until we can see all of this stuff happening to us peasants.
Yeah, the only other thing that I could remember thinking of that was announced was that Apple TV Plus Ridley Scott film. What was it? I think The Equalizer 3 or something.
Oh yeah. Denzel Washington.
Yeah, and Dakota Fanning's also going to be in it. I think this is the
Oh yeah,
first film she's been in a while.
yeah. You can see her in the trailer. Yeah, they released a
Yeah,
trailer for the Equalizer 3, and holy shit!
it
Like
looks good.
it looks good. Like at one point, Denzel uses a gun to kill a guy. Like, but he breaks the guy's hand and then puts the gun into his eye socket. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
like it's pretty brutal.
when I saw that, I was like, oh my god.
I'm excited for this. It looks, at least from what we've seen so far, and just from the fact that they also announced that Dakota Fanning's going to be in it, like it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna be there just for a couple seconds or what, because the story pretty much looks like Denzel is like his character is just chilling in Italy, taking a vacation, or
Right.
going away from the life of being an assassin.
I don't know why
And then,
Sony
yeah.
didn't like, because this is a Sony and Apple original TV Plus movie, so I
Ah,
don't know why that they waited until like the end of the show to debut this, but
hmm, who
I don't
knows?
really care. I'm here for it.
Yeah, but yeah, that was CinemaCon in a nutshell. Some good stuff. Some stuff are just I need to see footage to make a even further opinion. And yeah, some other films I'm gonna see them anyways.
Yeah, I was very blown back with the amount of stuff that they still showed, and more information they kind of gave on other shows and or movies rather. Um, I'm very excited for this year and next year. Like I think we're in, I don't want to say golden age, but we're in like a bronze or a silver age of movies, and it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
me too.
So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps this episode up. Unless you have anything else.
No, at the moment that's all I have. Hopefully we get some more news during the week so we can
Yeah.
talk about it.
Oh,
Since
we're definitely gonna get more news.
I mean at least a good amount since CinemaCon probably took a big chunk of the stuff announcements. So usually when you have your San Diego's and stuff like that, the announcements go down a little bit the following couple of weeks, and then it goes back again. But we'll see.
Yeah, things are getting real weird this year, specifically, I think, because of the bounce back from COVID and seeing some of these other films that they didn't think were going to be as big in theaters
Oh yeah, like the
going
Mario movie.
absolutely
Yeah.
bananas. So I think it's going to be a wild couple of months.
Yeah,
with debuts and information and other things. So like I'm ecstatic. I can't wait. Like I when we first went back to a movie theater, I forgot what movie we saw this year, but it felt different than last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was insane how much of a difference it made. I think it might have been John Wick 4 was the first film that we saw in theaters this year. And it just made such a difference. Like everyone just felt different. The atmospheres felt different. Everyone was like enjoying the movie and like you could hear gasps and everything. So I think this is going to be like a turning point again.
Like almost back to normal.
Exactly. So I am ecstatic. I cannot wait to see what happens. Because I was very afraid that after last year and the year before where the numbers were kind of like really low.
Yeah.
That things were gonna maybe debut in theaters for a week or two and then go to streaming only. They're kind of reversing on that now. So I'm excited to see what the rest of this year kind of looks like.
Yeah, very few films are doing like a really short window between theatrical release and streaming. But for the most part, everything looks to be going back to normal. So that's kind of good.
Yeah, I'm excited because I don't because I work until like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. A lot of times I don't really have the luxury of going to see a movie during the week.
Okay.
And a lot of times what happens is like when I want to see something, it's now in that weird gray area or gray period between theatrical release and streaming release. So
I see.
It kind of sucks. And then eventually I end up not seeing it for weeks or months after it's already come on streaming because I just didn't have time. And I would much rather see something in theaters. Popcorn tastes better in theaters.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Soda tastes better in theaters. Like it's been so much better experience. So I'm again super ecstatic to see things kind of get back to status quo again. So, and especially even just like when I saw the Super Mario movie, the atmosphere in that theater was electric. It was amazing. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy things are kind of going back to normal.
I mean, it's doing $1 Mario billion. So
$1 Mario billion, yeah. It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. I love the movie. There were some flaws. It wasn't the greatest movie ever, but it was fun, and that's all I really cared about. So, I am so happy to see things kind of like level back off again and get us back to that like hype period of, oh, come see this new movie. It's in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's great. What a great time to get and yeah.
To go back to the movies. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I think that'll about do it for this week's episode. You can hit us up on Twitter at Nonsense Nerdy. We have a YouTube channel now, Nerdy Nonsense Podcast. Leave us a comment. Leave us a subscribe. Hit us up on Twitter if you've got other suggestions. If you think that we're wrong on something, let us know.
Yep.
More than happy to have like a dialogue anywhere. Yeah. So I don't know if you have any other closing notes.
Nope. Now that we have a YouTube channel, just let us know what we can improve, and yeah, just be nice.
Yeah. Please don't be rude. I haven't ever had to ban anybody out of my comment channel before, but
Good.
Would rather not have to use it. So yeah, I guess we will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.